What's up, Geminites? It's your boy Gem Mint. We're here with another statue unboxing and review. We finally got a DC piece up in the Gempire. Green Arrow by Sideshow Collectibles. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so I definitely want to start getting some DC pieces, but I just haven't found the ones that really spoke to me. I have found some second tier characters like Green Arrow that I thought looked really, really good. But like, as far as Batman and Superman, I still haven't found the ones that I really feel like embody those characters for me. Green Arrow, I saw at San Diego Comic-Con, I think last year, or maybe New York Comic-Con. Very, very awesome statue. Even for a character that I don't really love. I have read some DC books that had Green Arrow in it. I have seen some of the show, but I really love this statue when I saw it. One of the Geminites, Sean Leahy, this is his statue that he ordered from Sideshow, and he was like, hey, Gem, you want me to have it sent to you so you could do a review on it? I jumped at the opportunity, so appreciate that, Sean. Thank you for all you do in the group as well. The Gemini's group, if you guys aren't a part of that, make sure to come join. Super fun group, great people, as you can see, like Sean. Green Arrow, this is the exclusive 396 out of 750. Let's bust this bad boy open and take a look at it. What's inside the box? Another box. All right, so double boxed, and then we have the art box on the inside. You have the statue on the front, Mr. Oliver Queen himself, all greened out with the ocean splashing in the background. I think most of you guys have seen the show and kind of have seen his origin, and it looks like they adopted that for the art box here. The art box feels really dense and solid once you get it out of those two shippers. Let's bust it out and take a look at what's inside. All right, this box has two layers, so let's take off the top thin layer first. All right, let's take a look to see what's in here. It looks like we have the body, the bow and arrow. Maybe the portraits look like they're in here too. Alright, so you got a good size to this guy. Decent weight to it. Product inside. I like how they kind of did that so you don't forget. So you got his arrows. Good thing they're metal. At least they feel metal. Jeez, how many arrows? You got another one here. You get a whole nother quiver of arrows. Is that how you call it? Alright, so you get a gang of arrows. Another arrow looks like a bigger arrow. Then you have the bow and arrow with real string. That's cool. I believe this is the exclusive, the old boxing mitt that goes at the end of the arrow. Here's a portrait here. Looking like my man Brandon Guerrero. Hey. Great looking portrait though. I mean, besides the fact that he looks like Brandon, but. Then we get another portrait. This is the more serious looking hooded portrait. More like the TV show. Let's look at them eyes. How are we looking with these eyes? A little bit cross-eyed or no? Nah, it looks good. Alright, I think that's it for the top layer. Let's see what's on the next layer. Alright, so here's the bottom layer where we have the base. We have, I think this is part of the base right here. Oh yeah, that's right. I think I saw this on the Sideshow unboxing. This thing opens up. Pretty cool. Looks like another piece of the base here. Got that wood texture look. Kind of looks like you could hide dinosaur embryos in here. See, I got Brandon on the mind still. Damn it. Let's see what we got here. Oh, nice and fragile. Alright, let's see. Wow, I did not remember that this was like a resin kind of thing. Oh, look, this looks broken, y'all. A little piece off the top here of one of these waves. It's pretty minor, to be honest, but I don't know. So let's see. It's a nice looking base. Green Arrow, premium format, 396 out of 750. So these arrows are, I think, already glued in. Looks like it goes on his back or something. Let's just see what these little pieces are. The little pieces of the base. Alright, so we got all the things out. We'll go ahead and assemble Green Arrow. Alright guys, we have all the pieces here. Let's start getting them together. That's a strong magnet right there, yo. Okay. You guys got to be careful with his like little flaps on the front and back because that feels like it could snap off. Alright, so you got to put in that piece of the base first, and his foot goes in the key, and his other foot rests on top. Let's go ahead and get the Brandon Guerrero portrait on first. And let's get his bow and arrow on. Boom. Beautiful. It's a really nice statue, man. I really like how it's all greened out like this, but then you have this like kind of translucent resin base with the waves crashing. Alright, let's get his quiver or whatever on the back here. I'm pretty sure that's how that's supposed to sit, but I feel like it's gonna fall like that. It doesn't really feel that secure. Alright, so all these little arrows go in this back piece of the base. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Alright guys, so we got all the little arrows in the quiver on the base there. Put on the little tree stumps on the base, so that's what it is. It's like a dock post and it's busting open and all his arrows are coming out behind him. This head is actually the exclusive, and that fist boxing glove arrow is just part of the collector's edition. I did find the regular arrow that's supposed to go on this bow here. It was actually on the floor. But anyway, he's all put together, and man, he looks really good. I think this is an awesome statue. I don't see any issues that differed from the prototype that I've seen at the Comic-Cons. So let's just take a good look at him and do a review. Like I mentioned, I really like the base. I think the base is very impressive. It looks like something that you would see in a collectible, like this translucent resin kind of painted. It looks really classy. It's frosted at the tip to look like where the waves are breaking. And towards where his foot is, it gives you the illusion of movement. So it looks really good. I think it's artistically done well. And I'm just thinking how hard it must be to sculpt water. Like, how do you even sculpt that? Looking at the base, a lot of nice cool details because you have the dock posts that are that wood type texture, which have wood grain panels on the side, but it's got that kind of ring feeling on the top of it. And what you can see is happening here, his left foot is standing on a piece that's coming forward out. So that's a pretty cool contraption. And I like the metal kind of grip grates that it has on the flat part there. Again, you can see these arrows are busting out up out of that hidden dock post. Texture on his boots, it looks really awesome. You can see that he has a crease, which you'll never do if you're wearing Jordans or Air Force Ones. But he's got a nice crease in his boots, nice texture on the sole, buckles and kind of shin guards. They have a lot of cool texture. Even in the thigh here, you can see that texture that it has like fabric folds and different kind of textures throughout with nice shadowing. Little nice details like these little buttons here, and you could even see these little sculpted threads. Looks really, really good on both legs. Costume design is awesome. I mentioned you got to be careful with these two flaps on his front and back. They kind of look like they're glued on afterwards, and you don't want to pick the statue up by those pieces for sure. Belt buckle looks awesome. I really like that kind of weathered brass look. He's got his Gucci belt on. I think the quiver looks really cool because he's got a goofy kind of Robin Hood look going on, but kind of a high-tech quiver, which is really cool. I like how that looks on the back. Coming up to his sides, he's got that corset kind of thread design going on. Cool strap across his chest. Arms got crazy muscle definition. He does shave his armpits. The paint texture looks good on his skin. Really, it's the shadowing that makes it look good. It doesn't look like it has a lot of color going on, but the shadowing is on point. Bow and arrow is a nice touch. Real string that you pull back and you put in between his hands and on that arrow he's shooting out. Portrait looks really cool. Got a killer goatee going on, killer mustache, very good texture and coloring in the hair. Mask is on point. He's got the whited out eyes, and he's got his little fedora with his feather in his cap. It looks really good though. They did a great job on this piece altogether. It's got good size to it. Let's go ahead and replace this with the exclusive head. I'm sorry, with the regular head. So that's the exclusive. This is more of that Injustice 2 vibe. More of that Arrow vibe. Got the hood on. You can see his eyes. His goatee is a little bit more modern and natural looking rather than that whole, whatever you want to call that. But the hood is a good look. A lot of times I give background history on these characters, but I don't look it up. It's what I already know, and I'm not really familiar with his origin. I mean, you could Google that if you want. I know that he has a similar Batman kind of story in the fact that he's a billionaire or millionaire. He has Queen Industries, and he has a lot of resources. And he's like a Hawkeye. Hawkeye's like a version of him because I'm sure he's older than Hawkeye. But he's an archer, obviously. Nice pose. It's museum, but it's dynamic as well. The base is pretty dynamic if you think about it, especially for a sideshow piece, right? Got a lot going on. And I think overall it's an awesome piece. This is one that I was even saying before that I would have bought this piece, even as someone that doesn't collect DC statues. And I am seriously thinking about getting into it and just getting like a little DC nook with maybe some Batman, Superman, and maybe a couple villains or so. But great piece. I'm not seeing any QC issues. I know Sideshow has kind of had... It's tough being Sideshow, man. They put out thousands and thousands of pieces, and the internet's going to show the bad ones, but rarely do you see the thousands of good ones. It does seem like certain pieces go to certain places and get handled a little bit better. Like X-23 and Rogue seem like they come from different places than Emma Frost and Mystique. This looks like he came from the Rogue and X-23 factory. Now, really, we might not know shit, and it could all be the same factory, and Sideshow looks at us like these guys don't know what they're talking about, but, you see a difference in quality from some pieces. I guess before we get up out of here, let's break Sean's statue. No, I'm joking. Let's get this boxing glove on. The glove's got a lot more weight to it, so you kind of got to be careful, and I don't want it to fall down and break either. Kind of a goofy thing. But that shit would hurt, man. Imagine getting hit with a boxing glove from a fast-ass arrow. That shit's got to be coming at you like a bullet. Awesome statue. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I think this is the first quarter scale DC statue that I've done an unboxing for. The only other DC, I think, was a 1/6 scale Flash from XM Studios. But let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. Drop that like for your boy. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more daily content, which includes statue unboxing and reviews, along with a slew of other content, because we don't get statues every day, like some people. Shout out Mr. X. Stay minty. Peace.